Yeah, speaking of messes and crashing out, let's get into this Justin Bieber story. So Justin Bieber was over at was recently at Coachella week 2. And the people are asking, what the hell is going on with Justin? Because Justin been out here looking a hot mess. They showed that he was like nodding and to the music and he was smoking weed. They said he was even smoking weed next to his brother. I believe his brother is like 14 or something or another. He got a real young brother. And they said that to the point that his own wife, Haley, had to jump in. And so he's getting high and he's doing all this other stuff. First of all, you even got a newborn. I don't know how old the kid is, but you got a new baby named Jack, and you out here getting high and cool to brown at the coach at Coachella, and you can barely you can barely stand on your own 2 feet. Like you holding on to people, and they sitting up there having living their best life, not even giving a good, which clearly showed me they don't even care about you as a person. Because it's like, oh, we getting high with Justin Bieber, we hanging out. They love that a lot of y'all like that close proximity to celebrity because that's the biggest drug of all. Not the drugs y'all actually put in your body. That fame is a drug that a lot of y'all cannot handle. Trust and believe. So the Peaches singer was seen in a video posted on TikTok puffing on what appeared to be a joint in a private event near the music festival in Indio, California. While smoking, his body was hunched over as he bounced his head to his 2015 song, What Do You Mean? Yeah, you look at it there, it's like, yeah, he's giving something like, and that picture on the right, he is literally giving me, and you know what, when you look at him, the older he get, he definitely give me like, you're going to be needing the cane and you're going to be hunching over, because y'all do that too much, and that's when y'all put all them weird little drugs in y'all stuff, because there's a statistic that I'm going to bring up when we talk about the Vivian, how they talking about that the ketamine usage is on the rise. So alcohol, marijuana, booger sugar, all that other stuff, these are not what the Gen Zers are using. They're on that K. How y'all go from just the mild manner drugs, which my generation, shout out to the elder millennials or the zennials, Generation X / millennial, because I'm on that cusp. Um, we was out doing well. First of all, the drugs was good back in the day. Like I have friends that was doing K, but that was like K was like in the 2000s, which is the times that I was clubbing anyway. But I wasn't doing K. I watched the rest of y'all do K. Y'all look crazy. I was not putting that in my body. I stuck to my liquor. I stuck to the weed. On occasion the booger sugar, but other than that, we wasn't lacing stuff with what y'all be lacing stuff with now. Y'all putting what is it? Y'all putting all kind well, that y'all putting all kinds of crazy stuff in these drugs now. They even said y'all be putting like rope spray and stuff and things. I remember hearing stories that they said they would put rope spray in the weed, which is like ill. But anyway, let's I'm getting sidetracked a little bit, so let's move on to the thing. So yeah, that was another picture too. That's the one where he's holding on to this dude for dear life. So now at another point, the clip showed a shirtless Bieber, 31, oddly moving his body to Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us in the crowd. Now fans reacted to the footage of the Grammy winner in the comments, with one person claiming, I'm sorry, but he doesn't look okay. He's not just having fun. He's definitely under some hard influence. And I could definitely tell this way because I've been there before where I've done some things and I'm like, oh, I'm losing control of the situation. But I want to show y'all because let me show y'all the picture, the video. But I got to mute the music because I don't want it to get, I don't want to get demonetized. So hold on. So yeah, here he is. I didn't. I thought I muted. Then all of a sudden I started hearing the music. I was like, you're not going to wait. I don't think you can get demonetized from doing Not Like Us because I think that's fair use. And this one, look at him. He out of it. He nodding to the music. He out of it. He hunched over, smoking, which you clearly see that that boy does that a lot. But I think that also stems on the fact that wasn't his parents on the drugs too? So, that's a learned behavior. Look at a hot man. Like, why in this thing here, he literally looks like an extra in 28 years later. But that's what he's definitely giving me in this whole situation. But anyway, let me take off that video. So I want to give y'all like an insight on just to see what was going on. So now let's continue. So now another person said he needs better friends by his side. Another person said, I'm mad that the people around him are not doing anything. Well, what are they going to do? The fact of the matter is, Justin Bieber's grown. Justin Bieber is hanging out at Coachella. The people around him, they're not going to be like telling him what to do. They're enablers. That's what a lot of these celebrities are thinking themselves around, enablers. And they feel like, well, he's an adult. He's going to do whatever he wants. And we smoking right along with him. We getting free drugs. We haven't, we get all this access. So why the hell would they tell the person that I guess is probably giving them the access to all the things that he's using and he's sharing it? Why would they tell him, oh, Justin, you need to slow down? Why would they do that? So now another person said, poor guy, I don't understand why they're saying he is enjoying. You can see clearly he needs help. Now, the baby singer sparked worry in for his well-being in February when he was seen swaying his body from side to side and smiling wide while at his wife Hailey Bieber's road pop-up event in Los Angeles. I don't know what the hell that is, but we'll go along with it. I'm like, she got an event. I guess Haley's still out here trying to make herself relevant. Now, days later, Justin's rep slammed allegations about the singer using drugs. So your slamming allegations will we clearly just saw with our own two eyes that the boy does do drugs. I can't stand when y'all be like, y'all have yourselves a Jada Essence Hall moment. Look over there. When I'm like, why am I looking over there when I clearly see with my own two damn eyeballs and I do not have cataracts? So I can see with my own eyes that clearly this child is under the influence and he needs help. But he's got to be able to walk through that door and deal with wanting to get the help that he needs if he feels that he needs the help. So his rep told TMZ that the rumors were exhausting and pitiful and shows that despite the obvious truth, people are committed to keeping negative, salacious, harmful narratives alive. However, the sorry hitmaker's friends and former colleagues are also reportedly concerned about his mental health, saying, quote, see him disintegrate like this. It's watching the embodiment of someone not living their purpose. Remember he had an album called Purpose? And this is what an ex-team member told the Hollywood Reporter. Another person said he's lost. This is what an anonymous insider further claimed. There's no one protecting him because there's no one there willing to say no to him. You say no, you get blown out. Exactly my point. That's why I said, you really think that people are going to go up in there and say no, that you need to slow down, that you're crashing out, that you're doing too many drugs? You think they're going to go up in there and say that and walk out alive? And still in his inner circle, he's going to push them away. So unfortunately, he's got to hit his rock bottom. I would think that maybe his damn wife would actually step her pussy up and say something to him. But why the hell would that airbrain do that? She busy out here, stalking Selena damn Gomez and worrying about what she doing over there with Benny Blanco. That's what she doing. Meanwhile, Selena out here living her best damn life, winning Emmys for Only Murders in the Building, putting out a new album, which that's cute. The problem with that album that she did with Benny Blanco, it just sounded too much like what other people was doing. At one point, it sounded like you were trying to do Charlie XX cosplay. You were trying to do Lana Del Rey cosplay. And then you were also trying to do Billie Eilish cosplay. So in between all don't even get me started on the J Balvin. That song that she did with J Balvin sounded way too much like J Balvin and not enough like a Selena Gomez track. So a lot of the songs that she was doing with Benny, producing it and everything, it didn't feel like it was authentically her. It just felt like you're just playing hopscotch on other people's songs. That's what it felt like. So there was a lack of identity there. But the album is cute. I like the album. It just didn't feel like it was Selena Gomez when I was listening to it. But other than that, at least this girl is out here doing things. And Haley busy running around nursing a baby and running behind, worrying about every little thing that Selena's doing. While her husband is busy out here crashing out like a damn dope fiend and wearing clothes where his whole ass is out. Because I'm like, who's dressing you? It literally looked like you went and it's just hobo chic, as in homeless. That's what a lot of his fashions be looking like. Hobo chic. Because I didn't say homosexual. I said HOBO. In case, you have a hard time trying to understand if I'm not pronouncing it enough or enunciating it enough. You know that New York thing, we all talk quick. So now pop star's rep told Page Six in response, this is just clickbait stupidity based on an unnamed and clearly ill-informed sources, disappointed that they no longer work with Justin. Because, at one point, Justin did clean house. He fired a lot of people that were working and a part of his payroll. And that's great if these people were leeches and enablers, but it just feels like you got rid of all these people and then literally you out here still being a hot mess. You out here doing all kinds of drugs and you can do all of that. That's great. I mean, if it's helping the Ramsey Hunt syndrome and all that other stuff you got, then more power to you. I know a lot of people rather smoke weed than get caught up on prescription medication because it helps with a lot of whatever their bone and joint ailments and things of that nature are. But I hope he's not crashing out. But lately, I've been seeing a lot of videos and I've been seeing a lot of stuff online that, yeah, Justin, you don't look well. Most recently, you went and lashed out at people filming you while you were coming out of a what it was a I don't know where he was, but I remember he was coming out of some place and he got mad and he was just like, well, pay me since y'all gonna sit up here and take fit pictures and record me and follow me and do all this other stuff. So he's going through some things right now. He just needs somebody in his life that could just pull him to the side, in my opinion, and be like, what is going on? Like, you need a mentor. And unfortunately, that, Justin was looking for that when he first started out in the business, and you had a bunch of dancers. We're gonna go back to Kanye and the molestation allegations and things where he was talking about you had grown people that took advantage of this kid, and it just seems like a lot of the trauma that he has not fully dealt with, he's working this out in real time, and he doesn't know who to trust because he's been taken advantage of, unfortunately, by some people in this business who should have protected him, including his own damn family members, like his mother and his father. So I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story in regards of Justin Bieber? Do you think that he is crashing out and losing it? Do you think that he needs help in regards of, like, drug use and all that good stuff? So I definitely want to hear from y'all. So let me know what your thoughts are on this story in the comments down below.